thank you for joining me. My name is BrandyKellis, and I am the host of this new podcast called Spooky Cool. In this podcast, I will tell many of my own personal paranormal tales that have happened in my life. Not only that, I will tell family stories and invite friends and family on to do the same. Um, Thank you guys so much for supporting me and for joining me. And I look forward to having many more fun adventures with you guys. I hope to visit local haunted places, speak with friends that have had incredible paranormal experiences, things from UFOs to angels to dreams and premonitions. The reason for the podcast is I want to really honor my family history and stories and things that have happened. And this is my mom. That's my daddy. That was me as a baby. And I lost my mom 2 years ago. And I lost my dad almost a year ago. And my mom's birthday is coming up on October the 4th, and she was the most important person to me besides my kids. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a cat mom, I'm a sister, and I'm a friend. And the stories that I choose to tell and share will be true stories, things that have happened in real life. Okay, I apologize for the cut. When it comes to my parents, I can get very emotional. I mean, when it comes to anything, I can get really emotional. So it doesn't take much to make me cry. But I'll do my best not to cry because I'm an ugly crier. It's not good. But I would love to introduce you to my mom and dedicate this first episode and my introduction episode to her. My mom was born on October 4th, 1962. Her name was Eula Frances Brown. She was born and raised in Roanoke, Virginia, and she was an incredible person. She was the kind of person who would feed everyone. You would never leave her house hungry, that's for sure. She was the best cook. She was a great poker player, a great storyteller, one of the best pool players in the valley. I mean, she had lots of trophies, and I remember her beating people, and she would play with one hand and one hand behind her back just to show off. So she was pretty rad. She was born with incredible gifts. Her entire life, she had magical and mystical things happen. Let's see here, she was a reader. I call her a gypsy woman because, she was a barefooted soul. Her aunt actually ran with the gypsies in Virginia Beach area, things like that. One of her other aunts, we always called her a witch, and that's probably inappropriate, but I think the term is better. She was a seer. She would read, my great aunt's name was Lexi Dean, and she was a reader. They say that her own sisters, like, if she were to give them something, her own sisters would say, no, I'm not taking that because, she could make things happen. I don't know. Maybe they thought that she could put a curse or something. I don't know. I don't believe in doing curses or bringing negativity in any way, but I do believe that magic is real. We were super poor growing up. I didn't know we were poor. And Mom would laugh about that because, I was thinking, we never were homeless, and we never had, we always had food, yeah, we might have had hand-me-downs or yard sale clothes, But I didn't think we were poor. I think we were very rich in the heart. And, you know, I didn't realize that not everyone had parents like me. My dad was a very wild man. He was a good person. He was married multiple times, and he had a lot of kids. I think there's like 8 or 9 of us. I don't know. He passed November the 11th, and he's had some incredible stories as well that I will share with you guys. That's my cat. That's Kiko. Hey guys, I did it up for y'all. Look, I got a witch in my rocking chair, and a pumpkin, and Christmas lights. I'm trying to set the mood. Not all episodes will take place in my basement. I intend to visit with friends. I have an incredible lineup of stories that I would like to tell and ideas. And this one I think I just wanted to dedicate to Mom and her lineage. And okay, so the video cut because there was a beetle in my house. And now that I watched the playback, I seen it and it's like, oh, that's why the cat was down here. She was protecting me. I got freaked out. I had to get Ahmed to come down and get the daggone beetle. I don't know. It's raining outside. That's why my hair is a little frizzy. That's why the beetle was here. But I thought it was funny, so I kept it in. You have no idea. If my son was here right now, he would be flipping out because he is scared to death of bugs. But we're working on it, so it was harmless. I don't think it was poisonous or anything. You know, real life, I decided that, you know, we're going to keep it in. I'm like, you know what, maybe people think I have bugs, or maybe it's humorous and it's real life. So I think I'm going to leave it in. In this podcast, I want to be genuine. I want to be authentic. I want to be kind. And I encourage everyone else that joins in, get on the kindness bus as well. None of us are perfect. I'm certainly not perfect. And, you know, I appreciate authenticity. And I encourage everyone to be their authentic self. And know that with me, you are in safe space. And, you know, spooky cool. You know, we're going to talk about different topics that are, maybe not everyone's going to believe in these supernatural stories, or, maybe people are thinking, that it's not real, whatever. That's okay. My own husband is like, he's a non-believer. He's seen a UFO with me one time, and it was actually a year ago today, on October 2nd of last year. And I'm driving on the highway. We're going on 581 south before you get to downtown Roanoke. And there was this huge craft just hovering in the sky. And we could see it from, I'm going to have an episode on this, okay? But the kids seen it. I seen it. It was crazy. It was huge. It was way bigger than an airplane. It was 3 lights. It was wild. But here I am on, 3 lanes of traffic going south. And I asked Ahmed to record the craft. And he doesn't. Because he doesn't want to believe. Like, he's seen it. And he didn't want to believe it. Yeah, I know. I'm angry. That's the one thing I've seen. I've seen a UFO twice. And do I have video to prove it? No. Do I have a picture? Well, I might have seen a UFO more than twice, but it was two triangular UFOs that I can recall. Um, I felt presences before. Um, we we'll talk about that on another on another episode. But I wanted to get back to saying it's okay to be skeptical, and it is okay to question the truth. I think that you should always listen to your gut with what's real, what do you feel is not real. We always say take what resonates and leave what don't. So, I can only tell my own personal truth, whether you choose to believe me or not. It's okay, I still love you anyway. It's fine. Um, but I just ask that you show everyone here kindness and love. Um, my mom's mantra was be kind to everyone because you have no idea the battles that everyone is facing. And my God, how true is that? Uh, these past 2 years, I have done a lot of grieving. I lost my mom, I lost my dad, I lost my stepdad, I lost my oldest sister, I lost a few friends, I lost a second cousin, I lost an uncle. The year before my mom, I lost my granny, and before my granny, I lost one of my favorite aunts, Aunt Joycey, and Lexi, you're my favorite aunt too. And Rita, you too. Don't worry. But I love my family so much, and I'm going to invite them all on this journey. I have a sister who has some really cool stories as well. My cousin Felicia, um, she has had a lot of great stories, so I can't wait for her episode. And my uncle Jerry, he's got some good ones, and uh, I'm super excited to share. It blows my mind when I meet people and they say that they've never had anything paranormal happen, and I'm like, are you not looking, or you just don't want to see, or what's going on here? Because it's been prevalent in my life. So yeah, I'll tell you a story. My mom told me a story that her aunt Boozy and her aunt Lexi Dean were super close. They were like best friends, And she said when Lexi Dean died, she came back and visited my aunt Boozy. My mom said that she was walking by Aunt Boozy's bedroom and she looked at her, and above Boozy's body was my great aunt Lexi Dean. And I took it as, sorry, I have cat hair. Anyway, these episodes will get better. Okay, this is the first one. Might be a little bit rough, but I wanted it to be raw. I've had to practice with the lighting. I've never used a ring light before today. Sorry, excuse me, it's cat hair. I can't. My friend said, Brandy, just be your authentic self, and that's what I'm doing. So here we are. Do have ADHD, and I think the one, if you were to ask me if I had a fear, I would probably say I may have two, and one of them is speaking publicly. So here we are to facing our fears and putting ourselves out there. And I don't like anything to have a hold of me, so if I'm afraid of something, I make myself do it. I have been wanting to do this podcast for a while. I think that the things that I've always been most interested in are the supernatural or the paranormal or the anomalies. When we are with our friends, we like to tell stories or sit out and look in the stars and look for spaceships. And these are the things that I'm into. And so I figured, you know what, if this is what I'm into, why not put myself out there? Why not tell my story? I'll be right back. Okay, guys, thank you so much for sticking it out with me on this first podcast. Working on figuring it out, but I can only imagine that each episode will continue to get better. So it's all good. But I think I just wanted to close it out with, a few kind things about my mom. And, I feel like Adam Sandler and The Waterboy, when he's like, my mom is sad. I feel like I say that every time, but I'm just so extremely proud of her. I'm proud to be her daughter. I'm proud of the way that she raised me. She always rooted for the underdog. She was kind to everyone. She fed everyone when she could. If someone wanted something that she had, she would give it to them. If they said, I like your shirt, she'd say, you can have it. She had no attachment to material things, and I'm so super proud of that. Recently, I have been digging deep into my ancestry to find out my roots and where do I come from. And I'm really excited that I recently learned that we were related to the Pocahontas and Chief Powhatan from Jamestown. And how cool is that, So I'm trying to honor so many different facets, and I'm excited to learn more about my heritage, both from my mom's side and my dad's side. And, I think, maybe because she had that Native American lineage, that may be why she was spiritual. She was a seer. She could tell you things about yourself that you've never told anyone. And you would say, how did you know that? How did she know that? To me, when I was a kid, I was like, oh, come on, Mom. It's so embarrassing. But now I'm like, oh, wow, that was a gift. That wasn't everyone's household. Maybe it was. Maybe I'd love to hear, how it was in your household. Did you have superstitions, or did you have family ghost stories? You are not alone if you do, okay? I know that I'm not alone, and I'm forever grateful, for my past. I'm forever grateful for everything that's made me suffer and every lesson that I've learned, because through all of our hardships, we get stronger, we get more resilient, and we're able to help other people. So I hope to be a light in your world. I hope to share some incredible fun times. My mom was a jokester. She was a joker, a prankster, a joke teller, a storyteller. She had a great voice. She hated to be recorded, or she hated her pictures to be taken. So I have so few of those memories, but I just want to remind you that life is precious. So, take every chance to make a memory. Take every chance you can to do what you've always wanted to do. And that's how I intend on living my life. I want to live every life like it's my, every day like it's my birthday. I encourage everyone to live every day like it's your birthday. Love yourself. These are things that my mom, she loved me so hard that I didn't love myself, for a long time, because, sorry, I still have cat hair. I'm try not to look like I like nose candy or something crazy like that, because I don't do that. No offense if you do, you know, no judgment here. I just don't encourage that, but you know, to each their own. I'm crazy. But I wanted to finish this off with something that my mom told me, and it's something that I'll always have. It's something that you can always have. But she said, take your right arm, your right hand, and cross it over your left shoulder. And she said, take your left hand and cross it over to your right shoulder. And she said, squeeze really hard. And she said, do you feel that? She said, that's a hug from me to you. And so there's a hug from me to you. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm so excited. Till next time.